Hello everybody and welcome back to Spirituality with Gabriella. I am filming from Santa Barbara today, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love it here so much. So today we are doing a pick a card reading on your destiny and your life purpose. So if you're curious, what is your destiny? What is your divine mission? What is it that you have to share with the world? Then this reading is going to help you out. I will show you guys the piles up close in just 1 second. Make sure that you take a deep breath before selecting your pile. And I just want to say I'm sending you all so much love and light. I love all of you so much. I'm so appreciative that you are on this journey with me. I hope you enjoy your reading. Comment down below the pile that you got. All right, lots of love. All right, so these are the 3 piles that we're working with today, and you have to forgive me, I'm filming upside down for me, so hopefully you will choose the pile that speaks to you most. So over here we have pile 1 with this beautiful blue Persian ring. This is Persian turquoise. Over here we have pile 2 with this tiger's eye bracelet. And then here we have pile 3 with this gold ring. So just remember, this reading is about what is your destiny. So really tune into the piles here, find the one that speaks to you most, and we will get started. Once you have selected your pile, you can fast forward using the timestamps down below. I will see you very soon. So if you chose pile 1, this is your first card. You got Journey by Moonlight. The message here is believe in magic. We're going to be pulling quite a few more cards today. We are using the Serpent Fire Tarot deck. So you also got the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and we're trying to understand what is your destiny, what is your life purpose, is there anything you need to know? You have the Three of Wands here, Magician, the Knight of Cups, and then here we also have the Angel Answers deck. Let's see if there's any messages from your angels that they want you to know about. All right, so pile 1, what I'm getting for you is, first of all, I believe that you already know what your purpose is because this card is telling you to believe in magic and look for a sign. We also have that coming through. So I feel like you have a very creative and artistic side of you, and that it's actually through channeling that you are helping other people believe in magic themselves. And I love this mirroring we have here with believe in magic and the Magician. Like, these two are really beautiful cards coming together. So I'm getting a very beautiful energy from you. It's a very light energy. I feel like with all these pages and knights, there's quite a few of them here. You are a light-hearted person. I feel like you don't take yourself too seriously, but I do see you being quite a hard worker. What is your destiny? What is your life purpose? Well, one of the paths that you will walk, I believe, is kind of helping other people tune into their innermost abundance, but it feels like you're doing it through a medium. So I'm going to say you might be a painter, an artist, a musician, something like that. It feels like you want to connect people to this feeling of magic or purpose, and in order to do that, you're using a different modality, whether it be painting, drawing, art, spirituality. There's some kind of channel that you are using to help other people connect to their innermost magic. With the Page of Pentacles here, I believe that throughout your life, this is something that you're going to invest in. I'm getting an energy of innocence. Like, I feel like you are still bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You're still very much in love with what you do and your talents, and you want to bring these to the world. And I'm getting that something that might have been a barrier for some of you is actually making sure that you can put yourself out there 100%, that you get the right marketing, the right channels. How can you grow this? That's the thing that needs to be answered. And I definitely get a creative vibe from this pile. I'm not getting like a super intense executive vibe. Not to say that you wouldn't be good at that because you have the King of Swords and Three of Wands, but that to me is something that would make you money, not something that would be like your life purpose. So I feel like your life purpose is all about bringing magic to other people, bringing creativity, abundance, transformation, helping them see a deeper part of themselves. With the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords, this is showing that right now you're investing in this. Like, you might be in the beginning part of your journey. I'm getting that some of you have maybe loved this but haven't necessarily thought about making money from it until the last like 2 years. And for some of you, this is still to come. And I think that you can make money from this. So if you're watching this video and you have not yet started monetizing your music or your art or whatever it is, I really believe that you can do that. The Knight of Pentacles is showing that it's going to be a journey, so you definitely need to be willing to do it for the long term. But what I'm getting is you would do this even if there was no money involved. Like this guy here, he's standing here and there's all these beautiful flowers at his feet, and it's like, that's your abundance. There's so much left in store for you. I see a lot of you actually gaining a following. Like, as you continue to put yourself out there into the world, I believe that people are going to start to flock around you. That's the feeling that I get. But you really have to just make sure that you're tuning into your authentic essence, your authentic purpose. You're not doing anything that people don't want you to do. You're not just like getting bought out by an agent or something like that. It feels like it has to be your way. You are the one who charts the path. As you see here with the King of Swords, you have to be the decision maker. I feel like there will be people that help you along the journey, but I feel like it would be really sad if you kind of took your essence and gave it to somebody else, because that would be giving somebody else your power. And I'm getting that you are the one who actually starts with the initial idea and just keeps doing what you love. And then over time, there might be someone like an agent, like somebody like that, who comes in and helps you grow it. But I think it's really important to choose somebody who feels authentic to you and who is not going to try and control you or make you into something or someone different. For some reason, your spirit guides are showing me Amy Winehouse, and they're saying, be careful, because, for example, she had so much just intuitive power and ability and presence, but you know, she had some really controlling people and influences in her life. And so I think they're just saying, make sure that it's always yours. Don't outsource this too much. You can outsource certain tasks, you can outsource people who are going to help you find new opportunities, but do not outsource your innate talent or your innate ways of doing things. Now your spirit guides are talking about Lady Gaga, and they're saying she's someone who always did things her way and she wasn't going to do it a different way. So definitely your ability to create magic and to create experiences is amazing for people, and you might do this through like some kind of painting, an immersive experience. I'm even getting things like fire dancers, like you might dance, or you might work at a restaurant where there's like a really cool vibe. I feel like you are here to create experiences, and through doing that you help people find magic. And the more that you journey into the magic within, just like Journey by Moonlight, the more this is going to grow. And at first, people in your life might be like, oh, it's really hard to make money doing that. But I actually think that no, you are going to make money doing this, and you are going to show that there is great abundance in what it is that you choose. I see you as somebody who is really good at tailoring and building an experience. So I'm getting a lot about concerts, restaurants, performing arts, like that type of stuff, even Cirque du Soleil. So this whole magic vibe is really important for you, and you are the one who brings it to life. You are like the channel that brings all of this magic to the surface for people. And having the Magician card, especially as the first card in the clarifying cards pile or line, is really beautiful and tells me that you are not only an innovator, you're also an entrepreneur. You're the type of person who's going to create something very different. Like whatever it is that's in the world already, I feel like you're going to take it, you're going to make it completely different. Nobody else can do it in the way that you can do it. So your spirit guides really want you to follow that. With Knight of Cups here, first of all, I think this is two things. I think that you are going to start getting offers over the next year and a half, I would say, to even 7 months, perhaps. That's what I'm getting intuitively. So I feel like as long as you put yourself out there, you're going to start getting offers. You're going to get people who are interested in working with you. A lot of you will get a record label or will get signed to do something big. Like it could be in the performing arts. It could be on Broadway, for example. Knight of Cups is an offering, and looking for a sign. I mean, this is coming together really beautifully, because here, this is always like a gift, an offering, or a boon that is there for the person person and looking for a sign, I believe that you'll start to feel almost like a buzzing energy close before you get this offering. So keep your eyes peeled, but the most important thing is never sell your innermost essence or your soul. Stay authentic to who you are, stay humble, but make sure that you are sharing and channeling what feels like it's your innermost guidance or what's closest to your heart. I feel like you'll start to get a lot of attention and more excitement, but it's important to just sometimes know what you want to keep close to your heart and what you want to distribute. And not every single person that's going to give you an offering is going to be right for you. So keep that in mind. Make sure that when you look for this sign, this is something where it feels like aligned from a divine perspective. And this person even looks kind of like Jesus to me. So make sure that you're asking your spirit guides and your angels to help you find this sign and to help you create magic. And when you see this here, this person is holding what looks like a lightning bolt. And so I also feel like what you do could potentially be kind of shocking to other people. It could kind of help them create their dream reality, but step into this dreamlike space. So you might even be a magician, quite literally. Some of you, I can see you performing, I can see you hosting shows, that type of thing. So you have a very performative vibe about you. I guess the other way this could potentially show itself is in any kind of physical movement. So let's say you're a yoga practitioner or something where it's like you take people out on a boat, for example. I'm just coming up with different ideas of how this might show itself. But your purpose is quite literally to help people step out of their mundane, boring lives and to feel like their life is more magical. And through feeling like their life is more magical, they tap into their abundance. They're going to walk away with the type of energy of, oh, life was feeling kind of boring. And after doing this thing, after this experience, whether it be listening to a song, going out on a boat, watching a performance, they feel like, oh, there's all of this abundance. They feel like their creativity is renewed. So you are a very inspirational figure for many people, and you will begin to develop quite a following. Some of you already have it, but you will begin to develop like rooms and rooms full of people. I'm getting like thousands of people, might even become bigger one day. So those of you who want to be famous, this is like a really beautiful pile to have gotten. We also have no. So I was already channeling this message before, but what I'm getting is there are going to be certain people who are angelic and guided to you, such as somebody who helps you expand what it is that you have, but there will be other people who might try to kind of trick you, so just be a little careful of that. What I'm getting is there are people who see something in you, and you are a very innocent, hardworking, creative person, and they might see that in you, and they might think that you're easy to manipulate, so be really careful about who you decide to work with and who you decide to spend your time with. I'm getting that boundaries are really going to be very important for this pile, especially because this is a longer journey. Like, this is a journey that's going to last you over the course of your life, and this is something you truly love, and there's going to be many different channels and income streams that allow you to pursue this full time. Because what I'm getting is some of you are not doing this full time right now. Like, you might be in some kind of corporate job, but I'm getting that you will be able to do this full time, but just really set your boundaries. That's a very important message for many of you, making sure that you're only letting in what is light and what is divine and just and good. So be really careful about who you spend your time with and also who you share your plans with. So with that, pile one, I hope this gave you some clarity and guidance today. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share it if you feel so inclined. I know all of what I just did was upside down. I have an announcement. As of December 1st, I am doing a raffle on my Wizio readings. You will be able to book a reading, and by booking a reading, you will be entered into a raffle to win a special prize and another additional reading. So make sure that you keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll be posting a lot more information on my Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. It's spirituality_Gabriella. That is my only account. All other ones are fake, so please keep that in mind. And if you would like a personal reading or to join our manifestation circle, we have one coming up. It is going to be on Sunday, December 5th. So please come and join us. And I would love to see you all there. So the links are all down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, pile two, welcome to your reading. So we are going to find out what your destiny or life purpose is and any kind of messages that your spirit guides and angels want you to know about achieving it. And your first card over here is Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. This is a really beautiful card to be getting. We also have cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. Let's get a couple more messages about where you are in fulfilling your purpose and anything that you need to know, anything that you need to anchor to at this time. We have the Serpent Fire Tarot deck here. Let's see if your angels and guides have any specific messages. The first thing I want to say is I feel like you have one foot in one path, one foot in another path. It doesn't necessarily mean two different paths when it comes to your purpose, but what I do feel is that you might be feeling really successful in one aspect and then really not so successful in another aspect. And that is perfectly okay. What I'm getting is you are really intelligent. I don't know why your spirit guides are showing this, but they're showing like spreadsheets and more structure. So I feel like you're someone who has structure and who wants to build something or create something that has a lot of structure to it. Now, some of you might already have professions like being lawyers, mathematicians, attorneys. Your spirit guides are really focusing on law for a second over here. But I'm getting also things like technology, software engineering. Definitely technology is very big for this pile, and I feel like that is actually part of your purpose. So we're going to tap into that a little bit more. What I'm getting is that you might be feeling a little bit unfulfilled, I would say, with where you are now, but I'm getting that the gates are opening. I feel like closer to March of 2022, if you're watching this in real time, is when you kind of step away from the things that have felt dark or difficult for you. And I'm getting that some of you are just doing some type of job and it feels very cyclical. It's like not super exciting right now. We have these dark branches here, but I'm getting, okay, no, you're gonna go on this new path. There's gonna be this sun coming out. Things are gonna start feeling a lot better, but it's not yet. I feel like there's still a couple months that you have to wait in order for this to come to fruition. So your spirit guides want you to know you're doing everything that you need to do, but they keep showing structure. So I don't know if perhaps you need to have a more structured routine or write down specific goals for what it is you want to achieve over the next couple of weeks and months. But I'm getting like structure, that being really important for you. And structure is actually the way that you achieve your divine mission and your divine purpose. And by the way, I know that you're going to achieve it because you have the 10 of Cups here and you have yes. This is like amazing energy going on, especially in this section down here. But I'm feeling like right now you're not feeling super fulfilled. There's something missing in your life. With cleansing waters, this is also showing that there's a little bit of a pause right now. So this is saying purification activates vibrant life force. So you may actually decide to spend a little bit more time kind of purifying yourself and your own energy in order to drop more fully into your purpose. But what I'm getting is your spirit guides are saying a lot about technology. They're saying technical systems. They're saying things like building a system. It could be building a video game, building a trading platform, building an app. Anything in product development would definitely be really in line for this pile. And some of you actually want to take a skill or something that you already have innate to you and put that into a product and distribute that to a wider audience. So I'm getting some of you are going to stay in the corporate world and will just choose to keep that path and stay in that path. But what I'm getting is you really want to be inspired. You want to be free at the same time. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have something on the side, something that gives you that extra motivation and extra drive. Because I feel like with this pile, you have a lot of energy where you might be prone to be kind of like a workaholic, but it's because you like to be on your toes. You like to do the things that you love. You do not like to be held down or to feel like you're constrained or contained in any way. And in fact, what I'm getting is that for some of you, you've had a past life where you were very contained. Your spirit guides are actually showing a past life in a jail. So it doesn't have to be literal, but I've had a past life in a jail, and I'm sure a lot of us have. But they're just saying like in the past, you felt like you were chained. And that has actually played out in your career throughout your current life. Like you might have had a specific job or boss that felt very constricting to you, and that is not something you are interested in, and that is not something that you associate as being connected with your purpose. So what I'm getting is there's like a lot of stepping stones that need to take place in order for you to build this thing, whether it's like a system system or product development. It's something like that. It's something big and something inspirational, but there's a lot of stepping stones, and one of them might also be getting other people to invest in you and to invest in your team or mission. So I'm also thinking that for this pile in particular, you might not be the one who has like the idea. For example, let's say you're building an app. You might be like the second or third person who jumps on the ship. Now that's not applying to everybody, but what I'm getting is you might work with a small team, like 3 to 6 people, to build something where you feel like this is truly purposeful. Like this is something that will help people, that will change the way things have been done, but it feels very structured, it feels very logical. I would not even be surprised if you're using artificial intelligence and you are literally using logic on the back end, like if then logic. I know I'm getting kind of technical here. I do not personally have a background in technology or software myself, but I have worked in those environments, and so therefore you might be using that kind of logic in the back end of whatever system it is that you are building. And I know that that's going to resonate for some people, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Like, how did you get that? And for other people, you're just going to be like, what am I talking about? So totally leave it if that doesn't resonate with you. But what I'm getting is you can make something feel highly personalized if you so choose. And one of the ways that you do that is through the logic, through the architecture of the system that you are working with. We have Knight of Wands energy, so I see in you somebody who's very motivated. And in fact, what I'm getting is somebody who is not willing to live like a mundane or a boring life. I feel like you have really high standards, and you're the type of person who is willing to put in the effort and work very hard. And if you're working with people who are not putting in the same effort, who are not working hard, who are not trying to live their best life, I feel like frankly, you get bored and you might even get a little bit resentful of them. So just make sure that if you're feeling those emotions, you kind of peel that back, because we don't want resentment to alter or affect our life purpose in any way. So just make sure that if you're feeling that, you actually channel those emotions into something healthy, which is creating something new, creating something that is pervasive and lasting, and which will actually positively benefit society. Your spirit guides are showing like a book. It looks like a big dictionary or like a big book. I don't know if some of you are curious about writing a book. It feels like well researched if you do it. So perhaps you want to do like a nonfiction book, something where could even be like an economical thing. I feel like some of you really want to help society improve through sharing your research, sharing your insights. We have Queen of Wands. So I see in you somebody who's very futuristic and strategic, but you're not the type of person to shove things down somebody's throat. I don't feel like you're here to convert people to something in particular, but you want to raise awareness. I'm getting that how things are done, it could be done better in your mind's eye. And because of that, that is the tweak or the change that is important to help other people understand. And so in this way, through this structure, this order, this logic, this research, you actually do elevate consciousness. But I see this as something where you're using your mind in order to do it. We have wands here. So wands can be very intellectual, and they are about inspiration as well and movement. So you might feel inner urgency to make this happen, or to build this thing, or to write this book, you know, whether it's a system or a book or both. I feel like you have inner urgency to do it, and I think that you have the right inspiration and passion for this mission. Yes, you have been chosen to do this. This is like part of your life purpose. So we have Page of Pentacles. What I'm getting for this specifically is you have to get other people on board in order for this to be successful. I don't really see this as like a one man or woman show. I see this as something where there's going to be at least a team working on this. So for example, let's say that you're working in like a startup, you might need to get fundraising, and you might need to have those people who are kind of like your ride or die people who are willing to work with you whether things are going great or whether things are not going great. And so I see it being very important for you to recruit the right people, the right influences. Now, if you're writing a book, I kind of feel like there's somebody working with you, so you might be the one writing the book, but you might get an editor, a publisher, an agent, something like that. If you're building a system, I'm getting 4 to 6 as a really strong number, and I believe that's for the first 1 to 3 years perhaps. And then after that, I see it expanding into 10, 12, 14. And then from there, from success, I feel like it just expands radically. So definitely technological Some of you who are watching this also have a psychology bent, so you may apply psychology into a system, and that system will help people pick up on their emotions, how they're feeling, and how that affects the workplace. And so your psychological background and knowledge, for those of you where it applies, is going to be really important to your life purpose. So we have 10 of Cups and Page of Cups. So 10 of Cups is amazing abundance. This is feeling really happy, feeling like over the moon, like something really great happens. I feel like you're gonna have a breakthrough. It will happen in the next 3 years. For some of you, it comes in sooner, but I feel like you have a breakthrough where somebody either invests in what you're doing or your work is put on some kind of platform. To me, this is something like, let's say it's a book, it's taken up by Barnes and Noble or like a really big bookstore, and that's a huge deal, and you sell it on Amazon and it goes like really, really popular. Or it could be something like you get fundraising, or it could be something like you're chosen for some contest and you actually win an award for the work that you've been doing. But I feel like there is a breakthrough, and I think this will happen over the next 2.5, 3 years for most of you. With Page of Cups, I feel like this is actually a very specific message, which is not necessarily related to the traditional Page of Cups meaning, but your spirit guides are saying it's going to get really big really fast, especially with this Wands energy. You want it to be big, you want it to be fast. However, make sure that you have time to go back within and to remind yourself of why you're doing this, because there are going to be times as you are achieving your life purpose and following your life path and mission where you kind of are thinking, wow, I feel a little bit off kilter, or it feels like really big, or it's become something where I didn't want it to be exactly that way. And so they're saying make sure that before that happens, you are taking time to reflect, to meditate, to go within. And I'm seeing you as a very intellectual and logical group. So definitely journaling, writing down your thoughts and writing down what it is that you want for this system, even your corporate job or even the business that you're building, however it manifests. Make sure that you're writing that down and making note of your goals. I feel like that's very important for you. But yeah, the overwhelming advice that I have is like, you are the type of person who cannot be stagnant or still. Like, you really need to keep moving, and you need to keep working on your life purpose and your own personal development. And the second you feel like you're not working on that, you are just going to be like super bored, like unmotivated, unfulfilled. And so we can't have that for you. We need you to be channeling all of that inspiration and energy into something that feels really amazing and purposeful and worth your time. You are also the type of person where I feel like you're very tight on time. Like, you are not wanting to spend time with people who waste your time or do not uplift you or do not inspire you in some way. So make sure that you are using your time wisely. We have yes, and the situation will improve. To me, the situation will improve is talking about where you are currently. And I kind of get that because we have the Three of Swords. So there might be something where it's feeling not fully aligned, not perfect yet, but I'm not worried about that whatsoever because we have all these other positive cards, and I feel like success is definitely coming for you. So definitely keep incubating your idea. That's the vibe I have. And then as you're incubating this idea, you're going to start to want to work on it really fast and bring other people to work with you. And then finally, we have yes. This is your life mission. This is your purpose. This is the thing that makes you want to wake up every single day. And quite frankly, you might even wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh my gosh, I have a new idea. I need to work on it. So keep following that because your spirit guides are saying, yes, this is your path and you're doing an amazing job. So just keep following that. That is really, really important. So I hope this reading gave you some clarity and guidance today. Thank you so much for watching. I will have a raffle for my Wizio reading soon where you can win a special prize and you'll also get a free personal reading. Just make sure that you book the in-depth intuitive tarot option on Wizio. So basically, in order to get into the raffle or the contest, you have to get one in-depth intuitive tarot reading, then your name is entered. I'm only taking 15, and then one person is going to win a special prize, which is very special, one of my favorite things in the world, and then you're also going to get another in-depth reading with me. So make sure that you keep your eyes peeled. That's happening December 1st, and it will be live on my Wizio page, so check that out. All right, I love all of you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I am sending you off with so much love and light. See you in the next reading. Bye. All right, so pile 3, here is your first card. You got Staying Focused, Hold the Course. Now, if that is not a clear message, I don't know what is. I've also never pulled this card, so I love that we got that for your pile. We are tuning in today to your destiny, your mission, your life purpose, anything that you need to know, anything that your spirit guides want to share with you today. They're saying something about therapists. I don't know if some of you are therapists or even clinicians working in like psychology departments, even social work feels important for this pile. Now that might be what you're doing right now, so keep in mind it might change, or that your life purpose or mission might actually come in a different way. But that was the first thing they were saying. Ooh, I also feel like some of you are actually influencers. So you might have like a really big Instagram account or a big following in some way. Or maybe that's something you want to manifest. I'm getting that. Oh, this card was, okay. Meditation brings answers. Okay, I'm going to move this card up so you can see it up here. All right, so your life purpose, your life mission, staying focused. Okay, so you already are pretty clear on what it is you want to do. I'm getting that now it's a question of growing it. Now it's a question of getting everything in place, your finances, your marketing. Some of you have not yet incorporated your business. I'm getting a lot of you want to be a business owner or are already a business owner. Very important to do all of these things. Also, a message coming through is some of you think that you have to do this alone, like you are solitary, single, individual in this venture currently. And I'm getting that you might need 1 to 2 people, almost like comrades, partners, people that help you with these things. So for example, you might need to get an accountant. You might need to get somebody to do your marketing. And it's kind of at the point now where you shouldn't put it off any longer. Like this is something where some of you wanted to put it off for some time because it was easier, but now it's like, no, you are growing and that's undeniable. And you know what it is you want to do. You have to hold the course, but you also need to expand. So making sure that you get the right people in place. And to me, this is really just employing 1 person, maybe 2 people. And they could be contractors, they could be freelancers, but I'm getting like you need to grow this and you can't do everything yourself anymore. It's becoming too overwhelming. Okay, so that's the first message. Now, if you don't have your own business, it almost surprises me. And if you don't aspire to have your own business, then I am surprised. I have a feeling like that's important to you. Like you want to be able to set your own rules. I get that you're the type of person who doesn't want to work for somebody else for the rest of their life. What I can see happening though is some of you have a very philanthropic or humanitarian vibe to you. And so you might have an organization or an agency that feels very aligned and therefore it doesn't feel stifling. But do I see you like working for someone who just gives you orders and tells you what to do for the rest of your life? Absolutely not. That is so not your energy. So wherever you are when it comes to this right now, just know that the only important thing you need to remember is hold the course. You already have the right direction. So what your spirit guides are showing is a very symbolic message. Your spirit guides are showing a ship, and they're showing the ship as like going to the right, going to the left, going to the center, but they're saying you had your path with trying to figure out which way to go. Now you know which way to go. You're onto something. That's a really strong message for some of you. You're onto something. And some of you do not yet know that you are onto something, but they are saying you are. And so do not try and change it or shift it too much more. You are on the right path now. Ace of Swords, we have a lot of success coming in here. So this is the right path. This is the right direction for you. Sword energy is very sharp. It is directive and pointed and at times even a little bit cutting. But what I'm getting is if you follow this path, then you are going to get this abundance here. So definitely hold the course. These two are coming in almost like the same for me. Definitely you already are on the right path. We have Temperance here. So there's a couple things that need to be known. One is that you might have a tendency to overwork yourself or overschedule yourself. With Temperance, I'm getting like you need to drop into who it is that you truly are and actually cultivate some time and awareness around this, because you might think that doing that is a distraction from this. But actually, doing this is going to ground you. And I'm getting right now, some of you are not very grounded. Like you might be jumping from call to call, thing to thing, event to event. I'm getting like grounding is really important. And it's important to kind of rebalance yourself, fill your own cup before you help others. I used to hate it when people said that to me because I was like, I know, I've heard that so many times. But it is really important. And it's not until I really started to understand how that manifests in our lives that I started to change that in myself. So I feel like you will begin to change this in yourself too, and you'll begin to notice that your energy, your attention, your boundaries, they all work together. So by protecting your energy, by not taking on too much, you are actually protecting this thing, which is your life's destiny and purpose. So okay, I've said that a lot of you have your own business, so I get a very humanitarian vibe, like I said, and a very psychological vibe. I feel like your innermost desire is quite simply to help people. Now you might be drawn to help people who are in difficult situations. I'm getting like difficult relationships, breakups, abuse even. So if you are dealing with social work or therapy or psychology of any type, to me it feels like you are helping people who are in a tough spot and you're helping to make them know that they're in control. And I'm just going to be honest, I don't think every single person that you work with is magically healed, but rather it's your energy, your attention, your focus, which helps to show them they're in control. And so you have no interest in just going and fixing things for other people. You want to give them the skills in order to create this kind of life for themselves. And it's actually a mix of teaching them willpower and also teaching them how to balance their energy and then how to create this abundant life. So this is a message for them as much as you, but the message is that you are the person who bestows control upon other people. You are not the person to come in and magically, make everything different. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a process. That's why we have temperance. But the beauty is in the process. I see you making a lot of money throughout the course of your life. I feel like especially when you're in your 40s, you are the type of person who has a following. You have a platform. Your spirit guides are showing Martha Stewart. You might even have like a TV show. It's a platform. That's what I would say. So I feel like you're going to channel your energy into something bigger and something greater. And some of you will choose to do that through becoming famous, and it is a choice. So decide if that's what you want. Others of you just want to live a quiet life, but regardless of whatever path you take, I see you having a very luxurious house in the future. I'm getting like a lot of luxury and even like a lot of space and a lot of natural light. So I'm getting like a lot of white ornaments and stuff inside, but having a lot of natural light and it feeling really beautiful and peaceful. And I'm also seeing a lot of you are going to live by the ocean. So if you're interested in living somewhere like California, Nantucket, somewhere on the coast, it feels like this is definitely available to you. You also have strength here. So to me, strength is actually about the situations that you deal with in your work. You are like this woman, you're patting the lion's head, you're showing the lion you have a lot of power. So you're actually reminding the people that you work with of their inner willpower and their inner strength. Sometimes they forget that they're strong and you're the one to show them that they are strong. So this is a really beautiful message for many of you. And this is something to anchor to as well. I really want you to walk away with the message that you are not meant to change things for people. You are meant to help people understand that they have control and then they change things themselves. So definitely a lot of like coaching mindset coming in here. The World, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Five of Wands. Okay, so let's start with the Five of Wands just because this is aligned with what I was just talking about. You are going to deal with people throughout your life who have a lot of inner turmoil or inner struggle, and I'm getting that they seek you out because you remind them of solace. You're like this humble, wise guide that they want to learn from. And in many ways, when they feel like this Five of Wands energy, which is kind of competitive and unstable, and at times it can feel like a lot of turmoil, they see you as almost like this temperance figure, like this angelic figure who helps them say, well, what's important, this or this? And you help them rebalance, just like this angel is rebalancing these cups. So I feel like one thing that's important is continue to protect your energy and not get too invested in other people's problems. That's how your spirit guides are saying it. And not get too pulled into the drama or the situation and how it unfolds. As long as you do that, as long as you protect your energy, what I'm getting is massive success for this pile. So I am getting, you're going to make a ton of money. We have the world. I feel like you'll achieve everything you want to and more. And what I want to say is your spirit guides keep saying on your own terms. So again, I really do see you having your own business, your own platform. So for example, it's like Martha Stewart working with the Food Network. That's just an example. I don't watch TV, so I have no idea if that's true. But having your own platform, having your own group of people who rely on you, and this feels highly personalized as well. So while you might have a platform, there are also people that you seem to work with one-on-one. Like you might be a coach, you might be some kind of guide or mentor. I feel like with the world here, you get a lot of fulfillment out of what you do, and part of the reason you're so fulfilled is because you get to see other people develop in this really beautiful and cool way. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords together, wow, I mean, that's amazing energy. So not only do you have the intellect for this, you also will have the funds, and you also will make a lot of money doing this. So this spiral, that spiraling out, this to me is saying like your potential is limitless. You're going to make a limitless amount of money. This is beyond your wildest dreams, to be perfectly honest. So that's why your spirit guides are saying hold the course. The other thing is don't get super overwhelmed about what's going to come in the future or what could even come 2 weeks from now. Just focus on the here and now. What is your next step? What is the next thing that you're going to anchor to? I feel like this is really exciting that you're going to make all this money, but also make sure that focusing on this part of it doesn't draw you away from holding the course, because obviously you need to hold the course in order to make this abundance. But this abundance is there for you, and I'm getting people seeing you as very wise. Another figure that your spirit guides are showing is like Ariana Huffington, so somebody who's seen as wise, who has a lot of wisdom, who is grounded, you know, somebody who is highly intellectual. So whether you resonate with the people I've been name dropping or not, doesn't really matter. They're just symbols, but they're symbols of people who have become very successful. And when you tap into your life purpose, which is to help others and help others regain control, you are going to get a lot of money, and a lot of strategic, inspirational energy comes of it. I'm getting like you're going to be really happy. You have this woman here, her arms are out, she's standing on the clouds. So perhaps there are times in your life where it feels a little unstable, or it might even feel like I need to work so hard in order to do what I want to do. But I'm getting that you are okay with prioritizing this as like your number one thing. And as long as you prioritize this as your number one thing, you will be like this woman. And this woman has this light. I don't know if you can really see this, but there's like a really beautiful light in this card. It's like almost a trilogy. So it's like heart, mind, soul, all coming together, all of the different things like your intellect, your passion, and your practicality all coming together. And I feel like that's who you are. You're somebody who brings all of these different things together. How can you get further in your business or in your path? Well, not only hold the course, meditation also brings answers. That's a pretty clear message, so don't forget to meditate. Even if you don't like sitting down and meditating, I'm getting like yoga, walking meditation, taking a lot of showers. Like you might get a lot of insights during these times. And a lot of you are also getting prophetic dreams or getting ideas right before you go to sleep. So make sure that you write those down. And then lastly, we have big happy changes here. So this card, I'm just going to put it right in the middle for a second. This is one of my favorite cards. This card is the card I've drawn when something really big or crazy or momentous was about to happen in my life. So the fact that this is showing up is definitely very significant. I feel like this is 100% in your path. For many of you, by the time you're in your mid-30s is when a huge change is coming for you in terms of your purpose and your career. And I'm getting like a lot of coaching vibes, like executive coaching, helping other people, philanthropy. So definitely there's going to be happy changes. You're going to have enough money to donate and to help other people as well, which I love for you. I'm very happy about that for you. But definitely stay the course right now. And I'm getting over the next 2 years is like very transformational for many of you. So keep this in mind. Keep doing what you're doing. You're already very focused. You know what you're doing. Trust your innermost guidance, and you already are living out your life purpose. So I hope that this reading gave you some clarity and guidance today. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Share it if you feel so inclined. I am doing a raffle with my Wizio readings. So as of December 1st, if you book my in-depth intuitive tarot reading option, you will be entered into a raffle to get a special prize prize and another additional free reading. And then if you would like a personal reading or you want to join our manifestation circle, it is on Sunday, December 5th. You can book all of that stuff using the links down below. I also do tarot mentorship and coaching, and I would absolutely love to work with all of you. So let me know, book down below. I love all of you. Thank you so much for sharing your light and your time with me. I hope that this helped you, and I am sending you off with so much love and light. Bye.